Hey guys, let's go ahead and get into another channeled message reading. I don't know if the other one has uploaded as of not already. I did mention that I am on the way to the pool. I'm still supposed to be on my way to the pool here. Clearly, I have not left my room here. I did check in with my mom yesterday. She already departed. I'm now solo here on this trip, and I actually have a neurology appointment after this up north as well that I will be going on. So I have been dealing with health stuff still. I don't have to deal with the whole crazy bat situation anymore, but I am going to my neurology appointment for all the stuff that's been happening with my TMJ. So I'll be going to that upcoming here. So I think all of you guys who are patient with me in terms of booking, my rest of the year special spreads are out as of right now. For all of my other services, prices, policies, and disclaimers, all you have to do is send me an email. You can find my email within the description box here on this video. And then once you send me an email, I will send you all that information over. Once you pick which reading or readings you like to go with, I will assign you a booked reading date, and you will receive your reading anywhere from your booked reading date going into 7 days after, not including weekends or holidays. I did want to upload this video yesterday for a Mysticalmar Monday collective message reading. However, once me and my mom checked in and we went to the pool, I got really tired afterwards. So I decided to save it for today and upload it amongst other channeled messages. Hopefully I will have also a new moon pick a pile upcoming as well if I don't get too tired in the midst of me going to the pool and getting ready for my doctor's appointment tomorrow. I feel like I should be okay. I've just been really trying to relax, you guys, because in terms of like the pain that I have going on right here, it is very painful. So I've been trying to keep it chill. I've been trying to relax. I've also just been dealing with, cleansing out energies that no longer serve me within my life. And that also relates to today's channeled messages. So enough of me talking in the intro. Let's go ahead and get into it. The title of your guys' reading here is Refusing to Continue to Break Bread with Feminine Monitoring Spirits. Thought that they were above the cross. So these feminines could have tried to cross you in more ways than one. For some of you guys, because I know I have all walks of life here listening to this video, for some of you guys, some of these feminines could have actually went as far as to doing some sort of spell work, hex on you. I'm picking up here, it would be beneficial for you to do an uncrossing or to do a prayer of removal of your choice. I am picking up here that somebody thought that, because they thought that they were in the right in regards to something that they weren't going to be in the crossfires in relation to something that they were a part of or they participated in. And I don't feel like you guys are wanting, these individuals to be in karma. I don't think that that's the case. And I'm not saying that these feminines are going to get karma, but I'm picking up here that they're going to better learn how to respect other people and how to not step on people or belittle them or dehumanize them. Because I am picking up here that a lot of you guys have been through some form of like humiliation ritual when it comes to particular feminines within your life, people that have been wanting you to get out of your femininity, people that have been wanting to make you feel angry, people that have been wanting you to feel alone. And you could have even expressed to certain of these people that you were feeling alone, and in return they left you even more alone. So, and I'm also picking up here, these are feminines that want to show up just to get information out of you, but when it's time to like actually have fun and celebrate life, they're nowhere to be found, or they don't include you in their celebrations. And if they do include you in their celebrations, it's just to gain something off you. It's just to use you. So let's go ahead and get into these channeled messages here. I put you guys had a group of feminines, some older within your life, some around your age. You could have went to school with these individuals for some, or I see that some of you, this could be like an aunt, a godmother, a feminine cousin, but I'm getting here, this could also be like a friend or a cousin here that is more masculine in their demeanor or their appeal here. I'm getting here that there could have been something that happened with these feminines in terms of their living space, whether in the past, whether as of right now, is what I'm getting from spirit. I see that these feminines have been wanting you and a fraternal figure to be homeless for some time. These people would eat up any info that you would share with them in regards to drama or family disputes. These could be feminines that could be saying that you're like your father, especially for those who may have dads who are absent in any way or that struggles from any type of addiction. Some are saying that you have the same mental disorders as this father figure when these people don't even know your medical records. Some are saying that you could need to go to therapy. I'm picking up here, or that you need mental help. And it's like, well, what kind of predicaments have you been putting me in when it comes to my connection with you for you to even have to say that to me, or for me to even respond in a certain way towards you? Have you been like treating me with respect? Have you been honoring me as I honor you as a family member, as a friend? Or have you been, treating me less than, to the point where I want to respond in certain ways towards you? It's a lot of manipulation. It's a lot of gaslighting going on. But I see that these feminines wanted to throw money in your face while taking bribes. Some of them were taking bribes behind the scenes while they got their whole life funded and acted like they're the ones that went out and got money like that, which maybe some of these feminines are getting it like that. Like, some of them could be educated in school, going to work here, or working in jobs that they did go to school for. So some of them can actually be, hustling, putting their best foot forward. But I'm picking up here, like, they try to be flashy in your face or disinclude you when it comes to certain things, because they want to make you feel like you don't have enough, or they want to make you feel as if, you can't be a part of that lifestyle, or you can't be in those atmospheres with them. They want to make you feel like you don't measure up. They want to make you feel like you don't belong. And I'm getting here that these people wouldn't even be in those atmospheres if it weren't for people helping them, if it weren't for their boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't know. This could be like a same-sex thing for some of you guys here, but I'm more so picking up here, if it wasn't for their boyfriend, if it wasn't for their dad, their mom. It's like, the lifestyle that these individuals live or invest into doesn't measure up to how much they work here, even if they are highly educated, is what I'm getting from Spirit. And you could be somebody that is very transparent here, very humble. You don't brag, you don't flash things in people's faces here, because those types of things don't make you feel better about yourself, but it makes these individuals feel better about themselves. Some of these people could even feel like you're in competition with them when you are enjoying yourself, and that is farthest from the truth here. Or they could be saying that when it comes to you here, they could be saying that you're feeling some type of way, you're projecting on them, you're feeling less than, you're feeling like you don't have enough, and that is as to why you're saying that. And that is not the case at all. I'm getting here that you guys would, willingly show up to places with these individuals, or plan to go places with these individuals if they gave you the time to do so. But because these people get handouts like there's no tomorrow, I am picking up here that they want to leave you behind, is what I'm getting from Spirit. And I'm also picking up here, these are people that are like picky and choosy when they want to celebrate you, when they want to acknowledge your accomplishments here, when you're always celebrating and acknowledging them and showing up for them. So I put here that, I'm going to read this part to you. I see that these feminines wanted to throw money in your face while they were taking bribes and acting like they got their whole life together, but it's really being funded. They acted like they're the ones that went out and got money like that, which maybe, again, some of these feminines are highly educated and do have jobs, but the way they live doesn't measure up to what it is that they are investing into. The way that they live, the way that they spend doesn't measure up to what it is that they make, basically. It's evident that not is all as it seems. I see that an aunt or older feminine figure actually took bribe money to spy and sabotage your household at a given point. That's true. That's real facts for some of you guys here. I also see that they wanted you to be broken in more ways than one. These are feminines that were wishing bad on your appearance. I see that they wanted to attack your speech because they didn't want you pointing out or speaking out about the shit that they'd done to you, or in all, they didn't want you airing out their secrets, even though you wouldn't unless they were sharing your personal info first. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth type of vibe. For which a lot of you, these older feminines within your life, were sharing personal info, or these friends that could be around your age, especially your traumas with others, to receive validation that they're in the right in some way when they never were. They don't even know the full storyline. Some of these older feminines wanted to give you money here and there to act like they help you, when in reality, there is no amount of money that they could give you to make you feel better about the bullshit that they've caused in your life. Excuse my French. If you don't like me cussing on this channel, you can leave. I see that because these feminines wanted you to be homeless, some of them even wanted you to, have broken bones, is what I'm picking up here. They wanted everything around you to break, and they wanted you to be broken especially. I don't know why, but I see that because I just wanted to put, I see that these feminines also wanted you to be homeless, have broken bones. I'm getting here that these people were really wishing bad things upon you. And then I also put that I see that lots of spiritual warfare was being sent to your household, and appliances could have started breaking. And they weren't breaking in a way because they were old. Maybe they were old, some of the appliances, but they were breaking in odd times or in random moments. Something was just definitely off. These feminines could have thought that they were succeeding in destroying your living space and your peace. I see, if anything, that they helped you upgrade your lifestyle with all the BS that they threw your way. Out with the old and in with the new. These feminines were extremely jealous of your looks and attention that you get from men because a lot of them operate out of seeking male validation. Some of these feminines went out of their way to try to make you look like a Jezebel, to make you look like something you were never. Some of them went as far as to saying that you do strange things for change when connecting with masculines in love. Some of them thought you had like a sugar daddy or something. Then you were, or when you were actually with someone in love that just liked to provide to you at times or in given moments. Some of them said that you have masculines funding your appearance, which a lot of you pay for your own beauty routines and regimens. And if you do have anybody paying for anything, you guys, again, like whether it's your lifestyle, whether it's your appearance, it's no judgment, it's no shade, but I'm getting here that some of you guys were like actively working your asses off here, and people were just conspiring, conspiracy theories behind the scenes in relation to you. And that's insulting to somebody that's busting their ass or that's putting their best foot forward, right? When you're saying like, oh, this person gets that from that person, and it's not true, it's insulting. And like, for example, like, I'm not going to say that I'm in this room because of me. I'm in this room because my mom wanted me to have a staycation today. She wanted me to feel at ease. She wanted me to feel relaxed because I've been having a lot going on with my health here. But it doesn't mean that other things that I invest into on my own end are not things that I've invested into by myself. I've, gladly gotten things from my own self on my own. I got it out. I got it out of the mud. I went out and got it myself. I worked my ass off to get whatever said thing that was, right? But I'm getting here that these are feminines here that act like, their grandeur lifestyle or the accumulation of materialism or money for things that they pay for are solely on their own. And I'm talking about like big investments. These big investments aren't something that they've accumulated on their own. I'm getting here a lot of bribery in the background scenes. I'm getting here, a lot of help in terms of home and family. So yeah, it is insulting to, throw money in somebody's face or talk bad about them or to make things up when that person is actually actively working on bettering themselves and their lifestyle, right? So I put, again, some of them thought that you had a sugar daddy. Some of them said that you have masculines funding your appearance, which a lot of you pay for your own beauty routines. And if you do have anyone pay you guys, again, that's no judgment. But for a lot of my collective, I know you're not getting paid by masculines because you work and get it on your own. You provide yourselves for yourselves. And if you receive help from parental figures, you are humble and you are open about you receiving assistance in any way. Whereas these feminines are arrogant, egotistical, and materially driven, all while their mommy or daddy or whomever pays for their shit. And for some, they're getting paid by family members to even stalk you or to manipulate you or to harass you or to get information on you or to sabotage you in some way. Yes, that is real talk. That is a real channeled message. I'm getting some of your family members have been paid to stalk you or harass you or to humiliate you, to find out information on you before. Yes, that is facts. Some of them openly admitted to getting their life funded while trying to make you feel less than. Some of them said that you took pay for actual exchanges when traveling. Some of them made up ongoing rumors about your actual health, your reproductive health. I put these women, because a lot of you guys are feminine energies, but I'm getting here women, people that identify as so, they're miserable and they get no play and they clearly don't have someone that genuinely wants to give to them, because if they did, they wouldn't be coming for you so hard. Okay? Maybe they have to beg, maybe they have to do shady things for money, maybe they have to like give it their integrity in some way here. I see that these women wanted you outside the house on their time, and that's usually when they were going through, or hold on, I see that these women wanted you outside the house on their time, and that's usually when they were going through their own battles. They wanted to say that you deserve to be put out your home. It's really sickening, disturbing, and disgusting that these women have been saying in what they've been saying and doing to you. I'm picking up here towards the end of your connection, they purposely outcasted you. Yeah, I'm getting here like you still showed up for these people in person, or I'm picking up here like even over the phone when these people were actively going through things. And maybe some of these feminines did try to show up for you when you were actively going through things, but I'm picking up here it wasn't to help you. It was to just get the tea on you. It was just to get information on you. It was just to go relay that to other people. It wasn't to actually be there for you. So that is as to why I started off the first line here of, I see that these women wanted you outside on their time. And I'm also picking up here, they wanted, I'm seeing here help on your time when you could have like assisted these people on any time. It doesn't matter what it is that you were going through. I'm picking up here, you were still somebody that would show up when they wanted to. I'm getting here that some of these people, if it makes sense, were being like invasive. Like you would tell them something that was wrong or that was up and they didn't give you a chance to breathe and to process it. Like you filled them in, but they didn't give you a chance to breathe or process it. They all of a sudden, wanted to come and jump to your assistance or aid just to get the inside scoop or the tea right then and there. And I'm picking up here when you were ready to talk or relate to them certain information, I'm picking up here they scoffed at you or they looked the other way. Or once you were healed, they looked the other way. They're like, oh, I thought she was in shambles. She's better now. Let me ignore her. It's giving like those types of vibes, or let me ignore him, whatever the case may be. I put, it's really sickening, disturbing, and disgusting that these women have been saying and doing what they've been saying and doing towards you. And I'm getting here at the end of your connection with them, they purposely outcasted you. They were picky and choosy on what they wanted to invite you to. They made slick remarks, sly remarks when you would be socializing with others because of the attention you get. So I'm getting here, they were evil eyeing you, throwing shade towards you while conversating with others because of the attention that you get. They purposely didn't go to your events or made up excuses when it came time to celebrating you or when it came to having fun. God forbid you're celebrated. For some, there's a feminine aunt and their daughter, which could be a cousin to you, that was steadily doing voodoo on you. Your teeth in particular, I'm picking up here also anything that has to do with birds, feathers, crow's feet could have been used amongst other dark magical practices that you can't physically see. I'm also getting chants being spewed at you. Some of you had another feminine aunt who always wanted to sweep things under the rug. This aunt could have a son that was also doing spell work on you. I see that both the son and the aunt have been attacking your health or sending ill intentions towards your health along with these groups of friends that you went to school with. So there could be other feminines that you went to school with that were also sending you bad vibes in terms of your health. Or they could have been trying to say you were going through X, Y, and Z health-wise because you do this, you do that, and all of you been doing is being to yourself and working on yourself. Like they just make shit up. I put here that some of you were informing these feminines on your health and they were twisting the narratives on why you were ill or under the weather. I see some of these feminines just painted you in a lifestyle that was far from your reality. I do see though that you could be you could have been ultra transparent with these feminines at a given point. It was like you dropped a bomb on them, or I'm seeing whatever you shared with them this past year has made headlines in the community around. These feminines have been keeping lines of communication open with you just so that they could use info against you to make themselves feel better. I'm also seeing that anytime you had conversed with these feminines about someone in love, these feminines would try to deflect the convo because they couldn't stand to hear about it. They definitely, for some of you guys, they were genuinely concerned about you and somebody in love, especially if that person was like abusive or doing something weird towards you. But I'm getting here that they were concerned to twist off those narratives. Maybe they were concerned in a sense because you were telling them that information, because they were, somebody that was receiving the information. They had to be concerned. But I'm picking up here, they were more so concerned in order to use that info and twist it to their own narrative again. So I put, they definitely would steer you away from love suitors at any chance they got and would want to know about your suitors so they could gather others to sabotage you. I see that some of them made up stories or rumors about particular love interests, saying you were doing this or that with these lovers when you were not. And if you were, so what? But for a lot of you, I feel like they spun narratives of what they thought was happening. I see you're learning a lesson when it comes to these feminines on not allowing them to block your love life, doing as you please in love without judgment, or that is a message from Spirit to you today. I also see that some of these feminines purposely ganged up with other masculines that had interest in you just to spit on your flowers, on your accomplishments, just to, trample on your flowers, step on your flowers. Some of these feminines would make up rumors in relation to your appearance, saying you look like this or like that because of drugs. Literally, some people were saying that. I put these bitches are still talking out their ass. And if I were them, I'd shut the F up. Some of these feminines would only be interested in what you were up to when you were dating others, so they could hate on you and your love life because they're miserable in their own. These are not friends, they're foes. Instead of checking in on you and your well-being, they check in on the men within your life. These are frenemies. Some of them went as far as to telling the masculines you were connecting to in love that you were loose when you've been abstinent or celibate, or maybe you haven't engaged in that, depending on, who's watching my channel. Some of them were even wishing diseases upon you. They wanted you to be lonely and feel exactly like them in some cases, and they maybe even succeeded in making you feel alone just to run to them, is what I put. Some of these feminines have this proud, sneaky ass smirk to their face. They look like literally like the Grinch. When the Grinch smirks? I'm getting here like a nasty ass, like weird facial expression. Some of these feminines even have been taking you to like meditative practices or places in nature, places in which there's something like ritualistic going on, whether it's music, whether it's drums, something of that. And they've been casting some sort of intention while being near you, while thinking of you. It's very weird, bizarre behavior. Some of these feminines show up in your pictures where they're giving you a dirty ass look, and you see it in your camera roll after like looking at your pictures after hanging out with them. These feminines are disgusting, and you need to cleanse and clear your energy away from them and let them go for good. Your body and your surroundings are physically repelling these wicked bitches. These feminines act nurturing and caring to others, all while trying to bring you down. I'm getting here a real one. I'm getting here that they would have done anything to bring down a real one, is what I meant to say here, because you are a real one, collective. You have extended your heart too much to these feminines within your life who have been wanting to watch you bleed out. It's time to choose yourself. Spirit said it's time for you to stop allowing these feminines to disrespect you and spit on your flowers and in your face, and even to allow the masculines connected to these feminines to do the same towards you. For some of you guys, these masculines are now seeing how these feminines are, or how these feminines have been treating you. And they could be trying to act like you're like in a pick-me energy when you're not. You're acting righteously. You're staying to yourself. You're staying in your own lane. You're doing your own thing. You're minding your own business, but yet they're trying to say like you're a pick-me when it comes to these masculines. I put, Spirit said it's time for you to stop again allowing these feminines to disrespect you and to spit in your face. I see that also these feminines ran with the storyline also that accuse a fraternal figure of causing you trauma or physical abuse, trigger warning, when younger, when that was farthest from the truth. And in fact, there could be masculines related to this feminine or these feminines here that were the ones that have caused you trauma. There could be feminines here that were trying to pin something on a fraternal figure within your life, but they have masculines within their own family dynamic that actually cause you trauma, that actually cause you scars they're always going to be there. Maybe they faint day by day, but the scars, they run deep. They're always going to be there. There's nothing to do to fix those given situations. So I also see that these feminines ran with the storyline also that accuse a fraternal figure of causing you trauma or physical abuse when younger, when that was far from the truth. In fact, there could be masculines related to them that cause you severe trauma and abuse. Some of these feminine sons did things that, again, will leave scars on you for the rest of your life. You don't see the scars as something that you are, but more as something you survived and you've overcame. And I'm getting cured that from those experiences now in your adulthood, you really learned how to step up for yourself. Maybe even some of you guys know how to deal with some of the aftermath of those traumas, of not having been able at the time to establish better boundaries. And now you're learning how to stand up for yourself. Now you're learning how to honor yourself. Now you're learning how to establish boundaries to not be taken advantage of. So I put, these other so-called feminine friends felt like you were damaged or that you don't deserve love because of your childhood, wounds, and that couldn't be farthest from the truth. I'm also picking up here, like they could have been acting like a certain masculine wasn't for you because of that masculine's background or because of that masculine's trauma or that masculine's circumstances, when it's none of their business, honestly. They could care, they could show you love from a distance, but again, a lot of these people are showing you fake love, fake care. It says you're beautiful and you're deserving, or I put you're beautiful and you're deserving, the Spirit saying you're deserving of the love and the type of lifestyle that you want, and you are also going to leave your living situation or obtain a better one for yourself when the timing is right, not when these feminines want you to leave, because again, a lot of them want you to be out in the street nashada. Nashada in Sicilian means like just a mess, just a whole mess. They want you to be a mess in terms of love, a mess in terms of your physicality, a mess in terms of your emotions, like trash. They want you to be like trash. I put these other so-called feminine friends felt like you were damaged, or again, that you didn't deserve love because of childhood traumas here. And I also put these feminines would make you feel some type of way, do things behind the scenes to sabotage you, so you purposely would run to them to vent or to ask for help. I see some of these feminines could have been attacking your vehicle as well, or they were making fun of your vehicle or material possessions along with other masculine feminine energies. So they may have not been physically attacking your vehicle. This could also be metaphoric. The vehicle and the chariot, as I mentioned within my other video that I recorded today, talks about winning. So they were trying to attack your wins. They were trying to attack you full speed moving forward towards something that you're meant to win in even more. I see some of these feminines even laughed in front of your face, or they were laughing on the sidelines while thinking they were ahead. Spirit told them to sit their ass down. I'm also picking up here that these feminines here have been like hexing you for a long ass time. I'm getting here that there could be something about like being prejudiced or being racist. I'm picking up here, it doesn't matter, you know, what color you are, what your background is here that is listening today. I'm picking up here that these feminines purposely laughed at your health conditions, or they purposely laughed at situations in relation to your material possessions that could have been going south here, whatever the case may be. I put lots of hexing going on, especially when it came to your health and your vehicle. Some of them would scoff at your ambitions or goals, and they team up against you too with their slick remarks to make you feel crazy or less than. I put some of them would attack your physical appearance, whether your nails, your eyelashes, your weight, your hair. Some of them could have been trying to bind themselves to you or blame their problems on you. Some of them could have even told you, oh, you need to stop blaming your problems on others. And it's like, who said that I'm even blaming you? Guilty, right? Some of them would attack your physical appearance, and I feel like you're not blaming them. Weird shit would happen after connecting to some of these people, after conversating with them, after just being with them, or even being in their presence. Clearly, something ain't right, right? So I put some of them would attack your physical appearance, whether your nails, your eyelashes, your weight, your hair. These are very insecure feminines who literally treated you like shit, like your feelings didn't matter. And they also could have copied your style after the fact, or wanted you to do things for them in terms of their appearance as well. I put, yeah, maybe they included you, but they used you as a confidence ego boost while diminishing you, while putting you down. All you do is speak life into these feminines and be there for them in their times of need. You'd celebrate them, and in return, they slandered the fuck out of you. Excuse my language. I put, these are very rotten personalities. These feminines thought that they were above the cross. They were above crossing you in a way in which they wouldn't have to face repercussions. They thought they were above the abuse. They were above the manipulation. I put, God has the say so, not these feminines. It's time to close the curtains on them for good this time. Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, and Virgo placements are relevant. K, C, D, G, M, P, S, and Z names are also relevant. You have always gone miles for some of these people, and they've never done the same for you. As I also mentioned within my other channel messages for today. I put, and they've never done the same for you. It's a shame, and it shows how truly selfish their motives and intentions are when it comes to you. Some of these people can't even make it to like things that you plan with them like way in advance. And that's a lesson for you guys, to not be so open and not to be so inviting with people that aren't appreciative. I put, let me end this reading collective by saying that you're the vibes, you bring the vibes, you bring the care, you bring the fun, and you bring the utmost love that these feminines could never. And yeah, that is all I got for you guys. I hope you guys like this reading. I hope it brought you some form of insight, clarity, or guidance. Bye.